I'm Veronica Morley. Here's a look at what we're following on this Monday. We're beginning with an update to the story of a 9-year-old boy that went missing in the Kern River and a body discovered 5 days later. The coroner's office has identified the victim as Jemai Reddick from Los Angeles. The incident happened back on April 2nd. Officials saying Reddick was swept away and in the current near Keysville South. An adult jumped in to try and reach Reddick, but was unsuccessful and then had to be rescued himself. Reddick's body was found on April 7th, about 300 yards downstream from where he was last seen. And the price at the pump dropping slightly for now. The Lundenberg survey found the national average for a gallon of unleaded gas was $4.27. That's down 10 cents from about 2 weeks ago, but remains more than $1.30 higher than the same time last year. The highest price in the country is in Los Angeles. Despite that, Governor Gavin Newsom and state leaders took off on spring break without agreeing on how they will provide 39 million residents with some relief. And starting today, the Bakersfield Police Department will be conducting a distracted driving enforcement period. BPD is joining other agencies across the state to enforce California's hands-free cell phone law. That enforcement period will last until April 29th. And switching gears now, let's take a look outside for a look at your forecast. We do have a cooling trend making its way over to our Central Valley system. You can see the temperature starting to drop today and tomorrow. We'll likely clear up and see some of those warming trends continue back as this week continues. But fortunately, today we'll be in those 70s. We'll cool down into the 60s tomorrow and Wednesday, and then start to warm back up by Thursday, getting back into those 70s, even reaching those mid 70s and even the 80s heading into next week possibly. But we do have some wind advisories to look out for, especially in our eastern areas. They are going to have some gusty winds today and tomorrow. Fortunately, it should start to clear up heading into Wednesday evening and into Thursday afternoon. For a look at your temperatures outside right now, we're still in those cooler, mild temperature range across Kern County, 50s and 40s in some of our mountain areas. We're seeing 60s out in our mountain communities, or out in our desert communities, even 70s for some of them. They'll continue to warm up as we go on. Here's a look at your highs and lows, 60s and 70s for most of Kern County, and then 30s for our overnight hours. Up in our mountain communities, they'll be getting into those 50s and 60s, and then in our desert communities, 60s and 50s for most of Kern County. And that's going to do it on this update for this Monday. Have a great day.